Henry McClure Live. I want to talk to you about the College Hill TIF district. And I want to talk to you about the amount of work that it took to make this thing come to fruition. I want to talk to you about the presentations to Washburn, to the neighborhoods, to the city council, to the county commissioners, to 501. And I want to talk to you about the negligence of the city on not recording the development agreement and the TIF agreement. As a real estate broker, I relied on the TIF district being in place when I recommended to my client to buy 1418 Southwest Lane, which then was the closed Fergie's Clubhouse, the old Autos dispensary, 1418 Southwest Lane, which is next to building site J. I explained to my prospect that, hey, I'm one of the developers of the TIF agreement. I explained to him about the actual development agreement being in default about the townhomes, but I told him that in the long run, that would work itself out. So now what we're down to is the city of Topeka keeping their word. You gave me your word that we were going to do this deal. And now you got to keep your word. From what I understand, somebody said, well, the attorneys think you're actually going to be in more liability by not recording the TIF agreement and not recording the development agreement, which makes no sense because it was a lawyer that forgot to record the TIF agreement and the development agreement that got you right where you are. And I think that you have an obligation to the public to record it for the long run. The PUD got recorded, and it will be interesting to see how you guys live up to the PUD over time. The BART Park was not a part of the PUD, and it was never contemplated in any of the planning. You gave the guy a 3-year period to use the land next door for a BART park, and if it was such a great deal for him, why didn't he walk out of City Hall and build the BART park? Instead, he waits 2 years in a 3-year time frame. And I think that that is telling on the type of person this guy is. But now it's between you and me and really the community if you're going to keep your word. You got to tell the truth. I've been able to stay in the real estate for 40 years, over 40 years, with that one motto. So whether or not the TIF agreement is recorded or the development agreement is recorded, the PUD is recorded, you're obligated to live up to that at least. If not, you're morally obligated to live up to the other ones because you gave me your word. Henry McClure, thank you.